Selamlar arkadaşlar. Robert Logesi'ye kaldığımız yerden devam. Bakalım ne olacak, ne edecek. Bakalım ne yapacağız. Abracadabra'yı öğreneceğiz mi? Yoksa daha çok mu var? Ana görev mi, yan görev mi? Ha, dün şey söyleyeyim. Isadora'nın günlüğünü öğrendik. Goblin gümüşü neden kullandığını öğrendik. Bunu daha da büyütebilmesi için orada arkada şeyler vardı. Acılar vardı. O acıları birleştirerek daha fazla güç elde etmek için mi kullandı? Ne yaptı? Bakacağız, göreceğiz.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Şu yan görevden devam edelim. Kütüphanedeki portreyi araştır diyor. Sonra ana göreve gideriz.
It's no wonder Ravenclaws are so clever.
Revelio.
Too complicated.
Neden kasıyor? Neden böyle bir şey oluyor? Onu anlamış değilim ya. Şimdi bunu kapatalım. Bakalım şimdi kasacak. Şimdi daha iyi. Kütüphanenin arkasındaki portreyi araştırıyor. Buraya geldik zaten biz.
Somebody help! I've been kidnapped!
Direktman bu. Hemen geldik.
Sir, are you all right? You seem to be in some distress.
All right? Do I look all right? I've been kidnapped!
How can you be kidnapped when you're right here?
What sort of question is that? Of course I'm right here. I've more than one frame. Do you only have one home? It's my other frame. It's been stolen. And by students, no less. They paid filthy thieves to steal my other frame.
Oh dear. That sounds awful.
Well, awful is exactly what Astoria Cricket is. She's behind all of this. She and her friends were moaning about me, of all the nerve. Then I heard a plot to enlist a gang of good-for-nothings to have me stolen from the Three Broomsticks. That's why my other frame hung, half another place. Though I suppose one could do worse. I once knew a portrait who ended up in the Hog's Head. No one's heard from him since.
Right. So back to your frame.
Ah, yes. There I was, powdering my wig, and the next thing I knew, I was being manhandled by rogues and carried off. As if I can afford not to be at my post. I do important work for the headmaster, and I need my other frame back at the Three Broomsticks.
I don't suppose you have any idea where your stolen frame was taken. Can you see anything from it?
I most certainly can. They brought me to a ruin of all places. Some crumbling atrocity surrounded by water from the sound of it. Oh, I do also recall seeing the coast on the way.
Çerçevede çalınır mı ya?
What do you mean you do important work for the headmaster?
Let's just say I overhear quite a bit in Serona's fine establishment, and the headmaster likes to know all about it. He's come to count on me in this regard. Reminds me of my prefect days.
Sen müdür müydün lan?
Just who is Astoria Cricket, and what would she want with your frame?
She's a fourth-year troublemaker, that's who. She and her band of hoodlums discuss all sorts of misdeeds right under my nose, and then resent me for overhearing them. I can only assume they took my frame in some misguided attempt to punish me for doing my job.
Okulda serserilik yapmayı mı öğretiyorlar? Burası büyücü okulu.
I could look into the matter for you.
Oh, would you? How marvelous. Do it quickly though, won't you? The place they took me to is quite beneath me.
Tamam yaparız.
Off you go then.
Off on another adventure, are we?
It's an outrage.
Rezalet diyor bu. Bir de böyle deneyeceğim. Yayından başlatamam.
Makes a fool of Ferdinand Octavius Pratt.
Revelio.
Şurada bir sandık vardı. Oraya nasıl gideceğiz ya? Onu nasıl alacağız ya?
Accio. Rependo. Depulso. Glacius.
Ha böyle. Ulan var ya Allah kahretmesin.
Revelio.
Arkadaşlar buradaki de şeyi de bitirmiş olduk artık. Hadi gidelim artık. Ne yaptın lan çocuklar çerçeveyi? Hemen çerçeve istiyorum. Üç süpürgeyle konuştuk. Üç süpürgeyle. Ta oraya gideceğiz. Oximit.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Oxit'e tekrar.
Revelio.
Ourselves, Whizzerkind's best friend. Always have been.
Kasıyor. Şu an bir şey yok.
Teachers would say.
Revelio.
Kız sen mi çaldın tabloyu?
Astoria Cricket?
That depends. Am I in trouble?
Ferdinand
Yok,
Pratt
yok,
thinks you should be. Says you stole his frame.
I wouldn't call it stolen. Relocated's more like it. How do I put this nicely?
Bir de
Ferdinand
işimiz
Pratt
olacaksa.
is a postulant boil, and he's lucky I didn't have him sealed in a wall.
Surely he can't be that terrible, can he?
All he does is spy on students in here and report back to the headmaster. Sometimes, if there's nothing to report, he'll make it up.
Görevi
I
o
spent
verse
4
seyip
hours in
çalmana gerek
detention
var.
last week, all because he told Black that I was planning to drain the lake, whatever that means. It was the last straw. He and his frame had to go.
May I ask where you put him?
Well, I didn't put him anywhere. The frame is likely with the fine gents I paid to snatch it. They camp in a ruin by the coast. I just wanted it far enough away that I'd never have to think about Ferdinand Pratt ever again.
You do know he's screaming in the library as we speak.
Oh, for the love of Merlin. If you ask me, he's got nothing to scream about. I could have had him put in the hogshead. The pampered prat would have hated it. Grimy walls, smell of goats. And the patrons, they eat snooty princes like Ferdinand for dinner. But what's done is done. He isn't here anymore, and if I were you, I should enjoy it.
Kaybol lan.
Lovely chatting with you.
Terbiyesiz. Bizi ta nerelere götüreceksin şimdi?
Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Bizi ta nereye götüreceksin? Şöyle bir şey yapalım. Lanet olsun. Oyunun sonlarına geldik ya. İlla kasacağı tuttu. Nereden baksan 90 bölüm çektim, kasmadı.
Revelio.
Would you please meet with me in the Great Hall? I have come upon a difficult time, and I need a friend.
Geleceğim. Geleceğim. Seni de ya.
Are you familiar with the hamlet of Irondale? It's south of the castle. I think the cave that Doran wanted us to find is near there.
Elimdeki kuş görevi bu olsa gerek.
Revelio.
Ondan uğraşamam. Şu faturayı kurtaralım.
Revelio.
Hogwarts'a gideceğim.
Revelio. Imperial. Imperial.
Yeter oldu.
There's a Revelio.
Şah gaga, hadi gidelim. Şöyle bir şey yapacağım arkadaşlar. Ayarlar. Çok oynadım ama biliyorum.
best take I've had in a while. I had such a pilfer. Did you hear that?
You're released Temple, aren't you? That was a mistake, my friend. Revelio.
Sen kimsin lan? Seni de kurtaralım.
Aloha Mora.
Hadi özgürlüğe kavuştuk. Ben neredeyim ki? Nereye geldim tam? Ben buraya nasıl almamışım lan? Çok enteresan. Dur ben ESC'yi kapatayım arkadaş. Basacak. Belli ya.
Revelio. Imperio.
Kapatmadım ya. Ha kapatmamış.
Bombarda.
Stand down. How dare you do such a thing to me?
Chris.
I got burnt on next time. Production. Not so tough now, are ya? No having the knack at all. Oh, that's so nice.
Keep your body bind.
Incendio!
Look, Winston.
How did that feel?
Accio.
Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
In my opinion.
Crucio. Revelio. Trouble's brewing and I'm... Accio.
Ne oldu lan? Petropatik totoz diyordum. Ne oldu?
Revelio. Revelio.
Nereye gidiyorsun? Gel buraya gel.
Accio. Revelio. Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An ashwinder.
Neti sana ihtiyacım var dedi de Neti şuradaki yan görevleri bitir.
Revelio.
Hadi gidelim. Böyle bir şey var. Hadi kaçtık. Öyle yapacağım ama abi ben oraya kadar şey yapmışım zaten. Nerede yan görev? Ha. Şunu kurtaralım. Ay.
Was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. This looks intriguing.
No one's going to pay a ransom. Imperial! Oh, what's the light? Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! What have you done? Petrificus totalis!
No more happiness.
Bombarda.
Git, I shall end you.
Crucial.
You're about to regret it.
I've seen it
Did I hurt you?
Revelio.
Aşağıda. Gelmişken buraya halledek.
Lumos.
Meryem Ana mı burası?
Revelio.
Sandıkları alalım.
Revelio.
Buradan aşağıya bakalım. Bakalım. Çözdük şimdi arkadaşlar tamam. Şu an yanılmaması lazım. Ben burayı görmüştüm zaten ya.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Sonunda Potter'ı bulduk arkadaşlar. Kolay yerde.
Revelio.
It's about time. It's a wonder there's anything left of me.
Calm down, I'm here now.
Calm down. Those buffoons outside have been talking about burning me. Me! If they weren't all sharing half a brain, they'd realize I'm worth more to them intact and at the 3 broomsticks.
How was that?
With everything I overhear, I'm a veritable trove of information. Now, don't just stand there. I need to be back by cocktail hour. The place will be like a funeral without me.
Hadi gidelim.
Let's get out of here then, shall we?
Be sure to carry me carefully, won't you? My pantaloons are already creased.
Allah hadi gel.
Where have you put me? It's pitch black in here. I shan't stand for this.
Çalışma lan.
Revelio.
Kurtardık bir de beğenmiyor. Puşt. Şimdi bunu götürürken bir görev daha yapalım. Ha yokmuş ki zaten. Bunu götürelim. Nereye götüreceğiz? Simite götüreceğiz. Hadi burada daha iyisin hadi. Hadi burada daha iyisin.
What are you, a troll? All your heavy stamping about is going to damage my frame.
Revelio.
Allah'ım sabır ver bana ya. Ne çenen düşük senin ya. Kurtardık işte. Geri zekalı. Bir daha böyle şeyler yapma.
I must protest. This is no place for polite company. Not with the horrors you keep. Oh, finally, back on my wall and more angelic than ever.
There you are. Welcome back.
I'm not usually one to give thanks. There's a sort of servant ring to it. But I suppose some gratitude is in order. As a show of goodwill, I'll exclude whatever misdeeds I hear about you in my reports to the headmaster. And I do hear quite a bit. Now, be off with you. I can't be seen talking to a student.
Ya bak push.
Go on then, go!
Push. Bir daha böyle şeyler
It's
yapma.
all right, everyone. I'm back.
Gereksiz. Bir daha böyle bir şey yaptığını görmeyeyim senin, tamam mı? Pislik. Bir de Ravenclaw olacaksın. Selamlar arkadaşlar. Kaldığımız yerden devam. Nettie ve Poppy ile konuşacak bir. Sonra da ana göreve gireriz. Bunu vuralım hadi. Hadi bakalım.
What are you up to now?
Some days are more difficult than others.
Lassie, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them, beginning with Harlow.
Hadi başlayalım.
Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Ne demek? Şimdi gelelim. Santora. Hadi gidelim buraya. Poppy, haşhaşlık kim? Nerede bu adam? 2300 diyor. Nerede bura?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio! Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You made it.
Başardık tabii. Ne sandın?
At least we're out of the classroom.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumor was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumor, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Hadi girelim. Dikkat et Poppy ya. Ben seni korurum da. Ay Taşı maddesine gir diyor. Hadi girelim. Bir başarı daha aldı.
Revelio. You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out,
Revelio.
won't we?
Hadi Poppy gel buraya.
Revelio.
It's another aggressive one!
Crucio. Defender.
What is going on with them?
Revelio.
Merak etme Poppy'cim. Oluruz da beraber.
Confringo. Revelio.
Şurayı bir araştıralım.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Buraya sonra gideceğiz.
Repulsor. Revelio.
Büyük bir duvar dışarı. Ondan şuraya aşağı.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Repulsor. Revelio.
Hadi gidelim. Poppy dikkat et arkamda.
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Voipers song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Öyle miymiş?
Revelio.
İnşallah bize de bir şey
Flipendo. Accio.
If the moonstone is here and so are Whoopers, I wonder if it's being protected.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Buralar arkada büyük. Burayı bitirmeden gitmeyiz zaten.
Accio.
Why am I not surprised? First the Whoopers and now this. We need to find moths for those spinners.
Güveler mi olması lazım? Ha. Şimdi bu kapı şey. Bunu açıyoruz.
Accio.
İnşallah odur.
Lumos.
Limos.
Lumos!
Accio.
Hepsini açtık mı?
Revelio.
Hadi gidelim.
Depulso.
Another
Revelio.
obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Accio. Revelio.
Bir tane güve yedim var. Bir burada var. O zaman şöyle yapacağız.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Aldık. Buraya. Aldık buraya. Bunu buraya koyalım. Şöyle koyalım.
Revelio. Depulso.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Lumos. Lumos. Lumos.
Nerede acaba?
Revelio.
You did it!
Imperial.
We won't have to do this again.
Ben kendi bayılırım.
Bombarda. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Revelio. Flipendo. Confringo. Revelio.
Böyle sonra gideceğiz zaten.
Revelio.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
O anlamda. Hadi gidiyoruz.
Revelio.
Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here. I just know it.
Revelio. Confringo.
Given what Creepers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them.
İnşallah.
Confringo. Revelio.
We found it! It's like staring directly at the moon. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Revelio. Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
I think I'd like to look around a bit first.
I suppose we could spare a moment. Very well.
Revelio.
We should leave soon. The longer we stay, the more I want a Fuipa.
From the outside, you'd never guess this place even existed in here.
I have a feeling that was the idea. Are you finished exploring?
I believe I am.
Good. If we leave for the henge now, we should make it by nightfall. We still have the poachers to contend with.
Orada yapacak bir şey yok arkadaşlar. Orayı çözemedim.
That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Whatever it is, it had better have to do with Snidgets.
The clock is ticking in that regard, isn't it? Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
Oradakileri alamadık.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the moonstone goes.
Geldiler. Ay uzandı. Ha, buraya bir kuş yaptılar.
Whoa!
Oh! That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one but two mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on High Wing or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met High Wing, actually
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, High Wing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed High Wing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed High Wing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with High Wing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
Poppy, you're only one person. You can't save them all.
I can try, and I've had a bit of help so far. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there, acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around,
Güzel bir kız kaçak
always
verdi.
chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a
Aynen kuşa benziyor.
bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Ne oldu? Poppy. Arkadaşlar burada bölüm sonu. Ana göreve gideceğiz birazdan. Bir bakayım ne var elimizde. Şunları açalım bir. Belki güzel bir şey çıkar. İhtiyaç sırasına gidelim. Bitenleri basalım. Bölüm sonu yapalım burada da.
Revelio!
Bunu da yükseltelim bakalım. 400'e basıyor. O daha iyi lan 37'den. Yine yemek yesenize.
Revelio.
Hadi gidelim. Bana emanet edilen atı da buraya koyalım. Merhaba arkadaşlar.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Hadi hadi. İyisin. Hadi gençler görüşürüz. Afiyet olsun. Çocuklar, neredesiniz?
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
atalım. Görüşürüz çocuklar. Gidelim diğer tarafa bakalım. Bunlar geldi.
Everything's all right now. I'll look after you.
Bunları ses açacağız.
Deke thinks you've made marvelous improvements here.
kapatıyorum. Görüşürüz birazdan. Burada bir görev daha 93 oldu. Burayı %100 tamamlamış oldu. ...98 olmuş.